Hi everyone and welcome back. Today I'm going to be working in this garden bed right behind me. Isn't it just a mess? And it is. There are plants in there that shouldn't be in there. There's plants in there that need cleanup, and there's plants in there that need to be just simply pulled out of there. But basically, I'm going to make this garden bed look really pretty today. Today is a perfect day because it is nice and cloudy, and it's a little bit cooler today because this garden bed right behind me gets good morning sun and afternoon shade, and it makes it really difficult to film in those conditions. So today is perfect for doing this project. Now, my name is Juanita and I am in Zone 8. I moved from Portland, which was Zone 8B, out about an hour to this homestead. And I purchased, well, not I, but my husband and I purchased this property about a year ago, and we have done quite a bit within the past year. I have built garden beds, and I have cleared out garden beds, and we built a pottery studio with a loft and a shed. So go catch those videos, and you'll be able to see what I'm talking about and be able to catch up to where I'm at today, because there's still quite a bit left to do. But today I'm clearing out this messy garden bed behind me, and I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera around and show you what I need to do. But I'm basically going to be removing plants that I need to tidy up, and plants that I need to actually prune. So let's get started. Let me walk you through this. Okay, so from the red hot lip salvia all the way to the blue lupine is where I'm going to be cleaning. What I have in here is, again, the blue lupine. It's got its new foliage, so I need to just get rid of all the spent flowers. And then I need to clean up the marigolds and the Dianthus over here. Then I'd like to remove all the creeping Jenny as much as possible out of here. Creeping Jenny just competes for nutrients, and it just shouldn't be in here. So many other things that are nice could go in here instead. So I'm going to try to clear. Oh, there is a snake right there. Do you see that? Let me draw you really close. Do you see that lady right there? Yeah, that's probably the one that I scared earlier. And oh, that is not a snake. I don't know what that is, but it is definitely not a snake. I don't know what that is. It's a snail. Oh, it's a slug. Thought it was a snake because I saw one earlier. But look at that. Minding its own business, but it's pretty long. It's the same color that the snakes are. So I thought that's what it was, but it isn't. Anyway, as I was saying, I need to remove all the creeping Jenny out of here. And then the Queen's Anne's lace is basically a weed, but it's very pretty. So I'm just going to prop it up, make it look pretty. Then I need to prune the boxwoods that are along here. I would like to remove this boxwood because I want to replace it with a phantom hydrangea. But that's what I need to do in this area. And then I need just to remove the fireweed over here and over here. The deer are eating on this one. And I don't even recall that being here at all last year. But it's kind of pretty. It has beautiful little flowers on the top. But this is also considered a weed, and it could be invasive. So wherever it is, it's gone. I have some gooseneck over here that I don't need this much. So I'm going to dig a big portion of this out. If it makes it, it makes it. If it doesn't, it doesn't, because this will multiply anyway. And I don't even recall this being here last year, but apparently it was because it really spread out. So I need to remove that. I do need to be mindful of snakes because I approached this area earlier, just moments ago for that matter, to see what was in here, and there was a snake asleep curled up right here. So she's somewhere, Okay, where'd you go, little girl? Okay, where'd you go? Oh my God, I wish I would have taken a picture of that. She came down. I think there she is. I'm not sure. She is down here. She might have already took off. But man, she flew. She flew out of here. So I don't know where it is, but hopefully it's gone from the area. But that being said, I have a peony here that I'm pretty sure I cleaned this one up. But I have a boxwood here and a boxwood there. And then behind this bee balm is a peony, as you can see right here. And then behind that, I have an azalea and some weeds. So I need to clean all that up. And peonies don't like to be moved at all. They don't take well for transplanting. So I'm on the fence of whether to move it or not. But right now, I just want to clear out all of this right here because that is not necessary here. And then I just need to kind of define this garden space and just make it look really pretty and just turn this whole little garden space around. Now to remove blue lupine, you just want to follow it all the way down to the very bottom and snip it off. All this will perk up once it's had time to recover. So if you're not familiar with creeping jenny, in my opinion, is really great for container gardening. It's great for hanging baskets, but for ground cover, I would never recommend it because although it can help with nurturing the ground, over time it becomes invasive and then it'll start choking and competing for all those nutrients with the other plants. And then both of them will suffer. If you want to do it in a border where it has a lip between to divide where you have your plants and then have a border, then I think it would be good. If it's out in the woods where you want to do some ground cover over there to suppress weeds, then I think it would be great because creeping jenny will work really wonderful for that. But in a garden setting like this, I would never recommend it because it just would compete too much for nutrients and eventually choke out the other plants around it. So for me, creeping jenny has to get out of here. And it is a long root, so it isn't the easiest, so it will come back if all the roots are not removed. A tool like this is really great as well. As beautiful as this Queen Anne's lace is, if I don't remove it, it's going to throw all of its seeds down and then it's going to multiply. So for that reason, I gotta remove it. Okay, I was able to get a good majority of the creeping jenny out. I still have a little bit left to do, but I thought I'll tackle this first. So this should be fairly easy to pull out. Oh my goodness, you guys, it is done. It was a big job, but I am so glad that I did it. I don't know how many times I have looked at this spot and thought, God, I need to get that done. So now it's done, and I am happy to say that I did not see any snakes in there. I also was not able to even see this snail that was in there earlier. So I don't know where everybody fled to, but they weren't there, and that was a blessing, because every time I reached in to grab some weeds where I felt that the snake would be hiding underneath, was not there. So that was a good thing. But I'm completely done. I want to show you what it looks like, because it does look amazing, and I can't wait now to actually start planting in here. So I will bring you back to plant and possibly move some boxwoods out. Okay, you guys, let's get started with showing you what I did and what it looks like right now. Doesn't that just look amazing? Love it. Now I extended the garden out a little bit, and I'll show you that a little bit closer, but yeah, it looks wonderful. So let me bring you up close. Okay, I'll start from this corner and work my way over to that corner over there. But you can see already the difference, right? I mean, it just looks more together, and I just love it. Now, here's my future plans. My future plans is to remove the lupine here, the azalea, and that boxwood here. Possibly that one as well, this lupine over here. And the reason for that is because I have a phantom pentacle hydrangea that's going to be at full maturity, probably 8 feet tall. From the top of the rail to the bottom is 7 feet. So if I continue to trim it and keep it a certain height, it will look really beautiful and fill in really beautiful in that spot. And then in the forefront, I want to do some snow sickle oak leaf hydrangeas, because they are gorgeous. And if you haven't seen what they look like, or if you don't know what they look like, I will link a video here for you to go watch, because they are gorgeous. And it's my favorite oak leaf hydrangea. But that's going to look really beautiful here. All of the creeping Jenny is finally out of here. You know, creeping Jenny can make a really good filler, but just in this garden, it just didn't look right. And it just had some voided areas that plants could have gone into. But they're gone, and I'm happy. And now this looks really, really wonderful. And as you can see, I mean, I didn't do a great job as far as shaping the outline here, but it is a lot wider now and a lot better and more defined, and I really love it. I trimmed all of the Dianthus here, and they're looking pretty and healthy, and except for the one flower that's kind of down and out. But other than that, this one's look really perky. And then all the marigolds I deadheaded, and they're looking nice and perky and beautiful. The boxwoods here really needed some pruning. I didn't have the proper pruning shears. I just had my nippers, but they worked, and it did a good enough job. Really, they should be pruned like kind of closer to spring, and they should really be tidied up at that time, right before they really start setting out new foliage. But you can do it at this later part of the year, as long as you don't exceed past midsummer. So I did a little bit just to make them look a little bit better, and they do. I removed all of the fireweed, and it opened that up tremendously. Of course, you know, I did extend the garden over this direction, so it gave it a little bit more space in the garden bed here. But it took a big chunk here, and it now revealed the boxwood It revealed the azalea over here. And this azalea, I will be moving it out a little bit, maybe just a foot over and a foot forward. The only reason is because it is kind of crowding into the bee balm. And then in the fall, what I'll do in addition to that is that I will take up all this bee balm and push it further back, because it really is misplaced there, as beautiful as it is. Because as I mentioned, there's a peony right back here, and which, by the way, I cleaned up all the weeds from back here, so it looks really nice and clean. But look at how much space is back here. And so this peony here should really not be there. It should be in the forefront. And so bee balm, generally, you know, speaking, if you do it in the right time, you can move it in the fall once all the flowers have died off. So I shouldn't have a problem with uplifting that portion and pushing it back. And then I thinned out this gooseneck, and look at the flowers on this. Isn't that beautiful? I was on the fence of whether I really liked it or not initially when I first saw it. But if the plant gets more sun, these actually get a little bit larger. And I love the red stems on it. It just makes a statement. Kind of like the bee balm. Look at how purple that bee balm stems are. And it just looks for a gorgeous, gorgeous plant. And it is beautiful. I love it. The pollinators love it. And then I have a boxwood here that is just basically hidden in the back of this peony. So I think I'm going to move that boxwood out. This way I don't have to move the peony. And so let me know what your thoughts are on that. Maybe you might have a suggestion of something. But I did clean up, speaking of that, I did clean up the wisteria as well. And I also cleaned up this boxwood. And the snake is nowhere around. I was really thinking that it would come back or that I'd see it, but I didn't see it at all. It just hightailed out of here so quick. I didn't even see it fly. I heard it fly out of there, but I did not see it. That's how fast it was. And then here with the hot lip salvia, I didn't do anything to it. I just cleaned up underneath and the weeds that were growing behind it. But outside of that, didn't really do anything else. But this is what it looks like. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and thank you so much for watching. Love you guys. I'll see you on the next one.